Everyone knows that stopping smoking can be very difficult. Everybody acknowledges that nicotine can be a very powerfully addictive substance, but not many people really understand how nicotine cements that addiction in the brain of the smoker. When you inhale tobacco smoke, large quantities of nicotine are delivered via your arterial system to the addiction centers in the brain. In those parts of the brain, nicotine attaches itself very strongly to something we call nicotine receptors. Those nicotine receptors stimulate a variety of mechanisms which result in the release of large quantities of a substance called dopamine in the forebrain, the front part of the brain of the smoker. Very quickly, upon exposure to nicotine, the brain adapts to the presence of this substance and increases the numbers of receptors in the brain. From that point on, nicotine addiction can be said to have been established. And so a smoker reaches for a cigarette or wants to have a cigarette because generally their levels of nicotine are falling and the levels of those chemicals which produce feelings of pleasure start to fall in the forebrain. And so a smoker reaches for a cigarette in order to boost rapidly those levels of nicotine. Ironically, though, smoking doesn't actually produce pleasure. Rather, it eliminates the discomfort, the feelings of instability, edginess, anxiety, sensation of headache or nausea that we call nicotine withdrawal. And so a smoker smokes regularly to replace nicotine, to increase the level of nicotine receptor stimulation, and to increase the release of those chemicals in the front part of the brain.